What's good? What's good? Hey, so this not gonna be long. I'm just chiming in. You got your boy, your man's Madea in the spotlight. Not for the first time. Not for the second time. What LeBron say? Not one, not two, not three, not four. You understand? That's your man's, right? But he got some things going on, you feel me, that I said a long time ago, where there's smoke, there's fire. As I said on my other video, we used to think things was funny back in the day. When I said about the Jamie Foxx, you know what I'm saying, playing Sinead and Jamie Foxx, Martin playing Sinead and Jamie Foxx playing Wanda, on Living Color. Yeah, back in the 80s, we was killer. We was kids. We didn't know. Then you see Madea, the grandma type. You know what I'm talking about. You notice like every time he played Madea, he put himself in the movie too as, with the lights lining and man up. But come on, man. You can tell it's sugar in the tank. Like, there's no accusation should be coming up with a man and a man. You saying Diddy, there's been things out there about him for a long time. And then it came out because when things starting to leak, like people talk. Somebody, what they say, listening ears lead to a runny mouth. Let's check this out real quick. Then I'm gonna double back.
Another actor has accused Tyler Perry of sexual misconduct. Mario Rodriguez, who appeared in the 2016 film Boo! A Madea Halloween, has filed a $77 million lawsuit against the filmmaker, alleging that Perry made repeated unwanted sexual advances toward him between 2016 and 2019, according to court documents obtained by People magazine. The suit contends that Rodriguez resisted Perry's advances and ultimately decided to file suit after the Oval actor Derek Dixon sued the entertainment mogul for sexual harassment in June. Similar to how Perry's attorney Matthew Boyd responded to Dixon's lawsuit, stating that his client, quote, will not be shaken down, lawyer Alex Spiro called Rodriguez's legal action another attempt to get paid by the same lawyer who's representing Dixon. Telling Deadline, quote, having recently failed in another matter against Mr. Perry, the very same lawyer has now made yet another demand from more than a decade ago, which will also be a failed money grab. E! News reached out to Spiro and lawyer Jonathan Delshad, who represents both plaintiffs, for comment, but has not yet heard back. Delshad told People magazine that while Dixon's lawsuit was moved from Los Angeles Superior Court to federal court in Georgia, where Perry's studio is located, the actor's claims, quote, are alive and well, and none of them have failed. Dixon is seeking $260 million in punitive damages. For more updates, visit eonline.com.
So let me say some things, right? Perry's is in Atlanta. I don't know if y'all know, but Atlanta, Georgia is number one in HIV. It's a known state for bi people, rainbow people. It's I don't know if you ever been to Georgia. My whole family stay out there. I got my auntie in Fulton County. My cousin in Stone Mountain. I got some people in Cottage Park, Decatur, Riverdale. It's crazy. I'm talking about, I first went out there in 98, 99. Me and my wife kind of fell out in Chicago. I shot out there with my auntie because I played ball when I went to go to run and shoot. It's this 24-hour gym like the Esport Fitness or the LA Fitness. They was 24 hours. That's what Hot Sauce from and one. He used to be in there and sleep in there, and they got like 10 courts. I liked it, run and shoot. But I went out there, I think I was like 20, maybe 22. I was 22 when I went out there, and my first time being out there, I see, two guys at the bus stop hugged up, kissing, and I'm looking like, because I'm from Chicago, and like, we don't do that here. Back then, it wasn't, it wasn't that accepted. You might have on the whole block one guy that was like that, and everybody kind of knew, and they ain't really have money like they got now. Wasn't no PPP loan scams out there, so you always have like the one guy that with the hazel brown eyes and the, the tight pants. You just kind of knew, you know, acting feminine. The money just wasn't there. Now, they got bread now. They can, come out with the, you feel me, with the breasts and the shots and the to make them feel soft or whatever. But I'm saying back then it wasn't, everybody had one on the block or one in the family. But when I went to Atlanta, man, they was like, it was widely accepted. And this is in 99. So what you think now? You know what I'm saying? Tyler Perry moved to Atlanta. Again, playing the Madeira back in the day, people like, hey, man, you could have get anybody to play Madeira. Anybody. How many people remember Fred Sanford Esther? She did her thing. You want to have food. Like, you could have got anybody to play Esther. Madeira, sorry. You could have had anybody play Madeira. He didn't have to play Madeira. So, by him doing that, remember, he started with the plays at the Ericon Theater, the Regal Theater out in Chicago on 79th and Stony. So, he was doing plays and that, and it's like, again, at this time, we don't know about this dress thing. We naive to that. There's no Facebook. There's no Instagram, things in that matter. You know what I mean? iPhones wasn't where you can FaceTime. Like, the information was very limited. And him wearing, dress, we like, oh, this guy's funny. Remember, Grandma Ma, Larry Johnson, Charles Barkley, they all wore dresses. So, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, well, we know Charles Barkley, he the tough guy, in basketball, Larry Johnson, Grandma Ma, you know what I'm saying? These are tough guys. And, the Grandma Ma kind of, remind me of Madeira. Remember? Just in case y'all didn't know, Larry Johnson, the Grandma Ma, basketball player. You know what I'm talking about? We you know what I'm saying? We didn't understand back then. We didn't. We really didn't. You remember what I talked about earlier. They'll say Dora. You remember what I'm saying? These basketball players. You know what I'm saying? Why is you putting the dress on? Like the Bible say, a man should not wear women's apparel and a woman should not wear men's apparel. You know what I'm talking about? We didn't know. We didn't know. So y'all understand, like, we used to thought this was funny. We just thought this was funny. How he looking like, ugh. That's how we was looking, as kids. We didn't know, man. We didn't know. You see, they got Jim Carrey with the suit, but, with us, it's always the dress. Reasons for that. Now, take your man's, Madeira, do this look like you in the middle of the ocean, bro? You understand what I'm saying? You're in the middle of the ocean, right? With a man. You understand? On a boat ride. We understand boat represent what? This, I believe this the dude that got the 266. I know some got dropped. Now, it's, this lawsuit happened first with bro. You know what I'm saying? Pictures like this, there's a lot of things surface. You know what I'm talking about? Why is you on a boat with a man? Where's your wife at, gang? Like, you notice you never see his wife. You never see Tyler Perry's wife when you doing, like, unless it's like a red carpet, some type of event, you never see him with his wife. When you see Denzel Washington, people like in public, you'll usually see some dude with their wife, or you might catch a football player walking, you know what I'm saying, with Cardi B or what, even at least Offset. We know he a hoe. You know what I'm talking about? We know ain't nothing came up with no nigga. Everything that came up, not saying that he didn't go through that door, but I'm just saying in the spotlight, it's usually something he always cheating. Again, where there's smoke, there's fire. Where there's smoke, there's fire. I want to be clear. Where there's smoke, there's fire. All these accusations not going to be coming up and there's nothing there. Like, come on, bro. He got, I'm going to say it like this. Tyler Perry got some bitch in him. He got some bitch in him. The way he talk, what Monique was talking about. Remember Monique? You know what I'm saying? When she was dealing with that Tyler Perry stuff. You know what I'm saying? Him, Lee Daniels, all these, Tinkerbell dudes. I'm just don't touch bases on this. You know what I'm saying? They're saying that this dude, he's a snake. He's not this Christian dude that loved Christ. He dealing with TD Jakes, gave him $1 million, and he made sure it was broadcast. So I'm gonna show y'all, what I'm saying, about this dude, Tyler Perry. Check it out.
You know that I would never do nothing. Now, to Tyler Perry's credit, Tyler Perry called us up, right? And he said, I can see the pain in you and I can hear it. And I want to let you know that I would never do nothing to hurt you. But the conversation kept going on, only for Tyler Perry to admit he did start a rumor that I was difficult to work with. He lied, only for Tyler Perry to admit I was wrong. And when my movie Boo come out, I'm going to say that, right? Now, here's where, when you did that interview with Kat, I could respect how you do it. Because Kat said, you let them people lie in your face. And your response was, Kat, I don't know if they're lying or not.
Right.
Because I can only take them at their word.
At their word.
Right?
Yes.
Well, we sent you the audio of Tyler Perry. I don't want you to take me at my word. I want you to hear his words. And what did you hear that man saying? What did you hear that man saying?
He said it.
What did he say?
Monique, you're not supposed to be recording people.
No. Let me back up.
Okay.
Everything we did was legal. And here's where a black woman really gets the kick in the ass. Had I not recorded Tyler Perry, then it would have been my word against his. And then on top of that, it would have been, he's so powerful, we can't even pay no attention to that.
Right.
Well, now I have him on audio, which is legal to do where we live.
Right.
Okay? We have him on audio. And do you know what some people then said? Why would you record him? Just like you sat there and said, you know it's illegal to... But did you hear what the man said? I violated you.
Yeah.
I mistreated you.
Yeah.
Do you know, Shannon, that's cost my family tens of millions of dollars?
Yeah.
Over a lie and a rumor?
Is he gonna compensate you for that?
I want you to look in your camera.
Yes.
And I want you to talk to Tyler Perry because you heard what that man said. So ask him, will he compensate my family for that?
Tyler, will you come on Club Shay Shay and let's have a conversation about the fair compensation for what transpired between you and Monique? You can sit right here and she's sitting right here and you and I can have a conversation.
And we'll do you one better. And give me 5 on that, baby. We'll do you one better, Shay. My husband and I'll sit right next to him. See, with this whole situation and some of the people that Kat talked about, ironically, I have this issues with those same people. There were people that reached out to Tyler Perry on my behalf.
Okay.
And I was grateful for that. Okay. There was Al Sharpton, the Reverend Al Sharpton, civil rights leader.
Yeah.
I sent him that audio. He listened to it. He said, baby, what that man did to you was wrong and you're like my daughter. And we're going to have to get him to fix that.
Right.
We didn't hear from Al Sharpton for 6 months. The next time we saw Al Sharpton, he was on a podium talking about we don't need to fly commercial because we can fly Tyler Perry's private jet. I said, that's why maybe I'm not hearing back from him. Okay. Then we had our beautiful sister, Stephanie Mills.
Yes.
Okay. Who is, she don't play.
Yes.
Right? I told her what happened, sent her the audio. Now, I don't know if she listened to that audio or not, but however, she called Tyler Perry. She said, Monique, Tyler Perry does not want to revisit this. Okay, fine.
Right.
While we're on the phone, Tyler Perry calls her back and says, I will meet with Monique, but not with her husband. Now, you ready for this?
Yeah.
And then Monique has to apologize publicly to say Oprah and I had nothing to do with messing up her career.
But that'd be a lie.
Look in the goddamn camera.
I thought that was a stage the way you...
Look in the camera.
Yes.
Because you heard it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So when you hear what this man is saying, So I said, Stephanie, tell Tyler Perry, never will I meet with him without my husband. And I owe no apology, so I'm not going to give one. That goes away. Kevin Hart. Now, you know when Cat Williams said gatekeepers?
Yes.
Kevin Hart, I do his podcast.
Yes.
And I want y'all to re-listen to the podcast so you can hear it for yourself. When he first comes on, he says, you're like my mother, you're like my aunt, you're like my sister. Okay? Then we do the podcast. We speak about the Tyler Perry situation. Oprah Winfrey, he said, I don't really know Oprah, but I'm going to reach out to Tyler. I appreciate that. Kevin kept his word. He reached out to Tyler Perry. Kevin Hart called me back about maybe a week or so later. He said, Mo, I talked to Tyler. He said he don't want to revisit it. He said, but I tell you what, let's move past that, Mo. Let's just move past that and let's just do great things. So whatever
That's what Kevin said.
I want you to hear me, Kevin Hart. Let's move past that, Mo. Let's do some great things together. Don't even worry about it. Whatever y'all want to do, I will partner with you. I'll executive produce with you. You just let me know what you want to do. Now, let me say that before we go any further, because I want to make sure I give Kevin Hart his proper credit. When my family was up against the wall, Kevin Hart wrote us a check and said, here you go. We're forever grateful for that. When we were able to give it back, we said, brother, we appreciate you with some interest on top, because I don't ever want nobody to think,
Feel like they
me and my
gave up.
husband. So I want to make sure I put that out there. That brother really helped us out when we needed to be helped out. Then when he came back with, I got you. I didn't ask Kevin Hart to do anything. He said, I'll executive produce, I'll partner with you. I said, good shit, Kevin, because we're in a deal with Endemol. And we're trying to get our talk show back. Mo, whatever it is, I got you. Now, Kevin Hart is one of the biggest entertainers right now in the world, right?
Correct.
And was then. We got off the phone with Kevin Hart. We called Endemol immediately and said, Kevin Hart said, whatever we want to do, he got us. He's going to partner, executive use. They was like, oh, this is incredible, because when you put Kevin Hart's name on it, you already know what it is.
Correct.
2 weeks go by. We get a call from Endemol. Endemol says, we just got a call from Kevin Hart's manager, Dave Becky. And Dave Becky said, Kevin doesn't want anything to do with Monique. So whatever she told y'all, he doesn't want to do anything with her, nothing. You know, he doesn't want any kind of relationship with Monique.
So what changed between the 2 weeks and plus he gave you a check, you gave the money back, then said he would partner with you, executive produce, whatever you need, Mo, hey, we got you. So what transpired, or what do you think transpired between then, that 2 week period?
Well, soon as we got off the phone and they told us what Kevin's manager, David Becky, said, I called Kevin Hart immediately. I said, hey, baby, we just got off the phone with Endemol, and they said Dave Becky called them up and said, you don't want anything to do with me. He said, Mo, that's a miscommunication. I can tell you right now. I said, wait a minute. Are you okay, though, with this white man calling them up? Getting in between our relationship after something you said. He said, Mo, that's a miscommunication, and we're going to talk Tuesday. Don't worry about it. I'm telling you right now, it's a miscommunication. That was 2 years ago. If you talk to him, I talk to him. I've never talked back to Kevin Hart again. So that's what we're faced with. When you allow somebody to come in between a relationship with a woman that you said, I'm like your mother. You said I'm like these things. I didn't ask you for that. So everything that baby was saying sitting here, everything he was saying was on the up and up, because when you hear people say, get the anger out your heart. Oh, man, no one's saying he's lying. No one ever said I was lying. It's so easy to discount and devalue because of what we look like.
Right.
However, when it comes to Tyler Perry, I will not allow you to discount or devalue, because that is your voice on that audio. Remember on Good Times when Penny's mother was whooping up on her and she had recorded it? That's you on tape. So how does it go from you saying you're going to give me an apology to now I owe you an apology?
But what do you want an apology for?
What could I possibly owe you an apology for when you've admitted? See, when Lee Daniels says to me, because Cookie from the show Empire, I was offered that role. Now Taraji tore it up, baby. Listen here. However, I was offered that. Then Felita called me back and say, baby girl, they said you're too difficult to work with. But you hear on the audio that a man told David Talbert I was difficult to work with. Do you see how that cost my family?
Yes.
And with no accountability because, oh, it's the great Tyler Perry? No, you've got to be accountable for that. Oprah Winfrey, you've got to be accountable for the things you've done with my family. You've got to be accountable for that.
Is there any relationship between you and Tyler and you and Oprah currently?
No.
But I thought there was an apology. I read I read somewhere that Oprah had issued you an apology and Tyler had issued an apology. That's not correct.
No.
The only person that's given you an apology.
You saw it. It's Lee Daniels. That's the only person. So we are in a place where we're too afraid to call them for what it is. We're too afraid to say, if it looked like a duck and it quacked like a duck, what is it, Shannon? It's a duck.
Right.
So again, you see the struggle of the black woman as I'm sitting here talking to you and you say, Mo, but why would you record him? But you heard the man violate me. The first thing wasn't, I can't believe that cat did that to you. It's, why would you do it? And we understand it.
Right.
Because we've been conditioned that way.
Because
Well, y'all can go watch it, but you know, it's just saying that everything, you know, that the glitters is not gold. You know, there's something going on with Tyler Perry, to where you know Monique don't understand. You know what I'm saying? When you blackball, you blackball. It's a lot of people in Hollywood got blackball. I think Nicolas Cage won. A lot of these, you know, he used to do movies all the time. Some told me he got blackball. I got to look more into that, but again, you know, he was one of the biggest movie stars out, you know what I'm saying, in the 2000s. Like every time you look up, he playing on something. Face Off, National Treasures, you know, like he was the Family Man, like niggas. He's a great actor. Lost all this money, I heard. But it's black. And see, what happened was Kevin Hart did want to help her. So I'm going to speak on it. Kevin Hart did want to help Monique, and that was his intention. And, you know, he got a call from, you know what I'm saying, the overlords saying, leave her alone. We're done with her. Don't help her. This is what I told y'all the other day, you know what I'm saying, or in one of my other podcasts. That money is for you. If I cut you a check for $200 million, and if you pass away, that money don't go to your children. When you sign that contract, that blood sacrifice contract, that's for you. That money don't transfer down to your children and their children. We're not doing that. That's for you. If you pass away, that money go back, you know what I'm saying, to the committee. You feel me? So Kevin, he wrote her the check and she got the money back. He wanted to help her do some things where, like, you know what, don't worry about it. I'm Kevin Hart, I'll bring you back in. Don't worry about it. And they like, bro, you don't understand how this works. She's blackballed. Nobody can help her. Because if you help her, then we're going to start, you know what I'm saying, you're going to start facing, you know, accusation, or, you know, your finance might be affected and your career be affected trying to help somebody. Because in that case, everybody do that. What happened with your boy, play Creed, Michael B. Jordan, when Buddy got into it, that dude, what's his name? Jonathan Majors. When, you know, they was cool, and once Jonathan Majors faced that heat, he got out the way, making good, wasn't trying to get his rep back up. What about the P. Diddy and Snoop? You know what I'm saying? They God, you know, brothers and like that. As soon as he caught the case, Snoop out the way. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z separated. When you start getting in trouble, look at Shannon Sharp. When he got in, you know what I'm saying, just got hit with that little lawsuit, how everybody stepped back, and he got on there like, and Ocho Cinco was like, I'm with you, He like, man, ain't nobody called me. You don't understand. In this business, everybody cool, but it's a rule. If you get in hot water, everybody need to step back. There won't be no aid and assist helping. None of that. No aid and assist. When we get on top of you, it's a code, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, to get up out the way. You dig what I mean? Man, that's me, gang. Now, in Atlanta, I don't think Tyler Perry took anything. I do believe that he used his influence to get what he want. And if the guys gave in, then they gave in. Ain't no man finna grape me. You understand what I'm saying? None. This is, we not doing that. You know, whatever was done willingly. Or, you know, whatever was done with them, with Tyler Perry and these men, was done with a stake dangling. You understand what I mean? But, they took a bait. Same thing. Who said, somebody said they went in the room to audition for a part, and the dude was sitting back. He was all baby oiled up in his bosses. Like, things like this happen, man. I forget who it was, but I just listened to it about a week or two ago. He said he went in to do an audition, and the guy was like, "Come on, say, I'm gonna show me how you do it." They went in the office. He said, "Dude, back there, baby oil everywhere with some drawers on, just looking like." He looking like, he said he finished the part and got up out of there, but he was very nervous. Forget who was saying that. It's something, to me. Look in the future for some things to come out on Tyler Perry. Right now, Tyler Perry playing ball. So there's not going to be anything that's really going to, the industry going to protect him. But if things do start coming forward, understand that Tyler Perry got that studio, and, if he's starting to open door for black people, they're going to get on top of him. They're going to bring him down. You're not going to bring, you get wealthy off us and then help your community. It don't work like that. When you do that, things start happening. They start getting you up out the way. In so many words, right? I'm going to say this, though. Watch this. Check this out. Do this right here. With this here.
That was going to be owned by Kobe Bryant, was about to start his own sneaker company that was going to be owned by the players themselves. He was murdered in that helicopter crash with his daughter. Rest in peace to both of them. About 1 week before he was about to release the first Kobe ones of his own sneaker brand. I saw a picture of them too. They was hot. Oh, they would have outsold. That was going to be owned by Kobe Bryant, was about to start his own sneaker company that was going to be owned by the players themselves. He was murdered in that helicopter crash with his daughter. Rest in peace to both of them. About 1 week before he was about to release the first Kobe ones of his own sneaker brand. I saw a picture of them too. They was hot. Oh, they would have outsold Nike. So they had to kill Kobe before he released that sneaker. And Kobe Bryant was going to start his own professional basketball association, headquartered where? China, America's arch nemesis. And Kobe Bryant was the Michael Jordan of China. Michael Jordan was not more popular than no athlete. Kobe Bryant was the most popular athlete in the world in China. He was Michael Jordan in China. They could not let Kobe start that league, Art. The Chinese economy is stronger than the American economy. If Kobe Bryant would have took a basketball league to China, America would have been done. Kobe didn't realize it, Art, but he was interfering with America's geopolitical and global aspirations. So Kobe had to die. They had to stop him from starting the league, stop him from coming out with the Nike. Whitney Houston was murdered because Whitney Houston she was going to order an audit on all her earnings. She felt like she had been robbed. She also wanted her masters back, and she wanted her publishing back. Jimi Hendrix was murdered, and they used the snow bunny to get him too, in a pool. Jimi Hendrix and Whitney Houston died almost identically. Jimi Hendrix, we found out, his manager was British Secret Service MI6, who was a white supremacist, who had already talked about possibly unaliving Jimi Hendrix because Jimi Hendrix wouldn't do what he wanted him to do, and Jimi Hendrix wanted to finance the Black Panthers. Jimi Hendrix was going to finance the Black Panthers. Sam Cooke was murdered because Sam Cooke didn't want to give the mafia control of his music, and he also was going to finance Dr. King and Malcolm X once they came together. So they killed Sam Cooke about 6 to 8 weeks before they killed Malcolm. They killed Sam Cooke, and then they killed Malcolm, because Sam Cooke was going to be the financier for Malcolm and Martin, who were about to come together. Kobe Bryant
Financier. So I just said that I just said that so I I want y'all to understand that in this business, you know, once you make it to the top, you know what I mean, it's people over you. When we give you certain money, because everybody is already, you born to poverty, most likely, unless you're born to wealth. But if you come from nothing to this different side of life, you're a puppet. You know what I mean? We'll take care of you like we your daddy. We gonna make sure you good and do this and give you the things you need. What happened with the distinguished gentleman with Eddie Murphy? When he got to that car accident, you know what I'm saying? I think he was drunk or something, and he got to that car accident, and he was running for, what was he running for? A distinguished gentleman? He was running for office, some office, I think it's Senate. And when he got to that car accident during his political run, they kind of made that go away. You understand what I mean? A lot of that went away. He made a phone call to the dude, Dick Cheney or whatever, and he like, don't worry about it, I'll take care of it. And then the next day, a whole nother story came out there. Like, Eddie Murphy, like, that didn't happen. You know? So I'm just saying, like, these gatekeepers are real. I'm just, you know, just show y'all what I be talking about. Just check this thing out right here.
You don't have a rat's ass of a chance to beat you. But I sure as hell can let the world know what you stand for. I went too far with him, I know it. Now you know him pretty well, don't you?
Well, I wouldn't say I knew him.
Oh, come on, Thomas. You're seeing his niece. Hell, you been out to his damn church.
Now, how do you know that?
Because I keep my ear to the ground. Now, Thomas, he'll listen to you. I want you to go make the peace between us. Tell him we'll work something out with his amendments. Not a vote, I won't go that far. But at least he'll get to say his piece from the floor. Just get him off of my back.
All around? Yeah, why that?
The Honorable Dick Dodge.
By the time I'm finished with him, he won't be speaking. He'll be lucky if they don't indict him.
Eli, people do.
Alright, so this is the sound talking about. Alright, so this is the sound I'm talking about right here. Let me show you.
Want a girlfriend?
18, you near Union Station? Come back in.
Somebody called Thomas Johnson.
What's wrong?
I went out with Hawkins. We got in an accident. He's out cold. I'm okay, though.
Were you driving?
No, it was Miss Loretta.
The girl from your office?
Yeah. Hey, look, man. I don't like the way this looks for anybody, okay? You said you wanted to get back in Hawkins' good graces. This is your opportunity.
All right. Now, you listen to me very carefully. I want you to tell the ambulance to take you to Walter Reed Hospital. It's a privilege they extend to congressmen. They'll keep it quiet. I'll handle the police. And you go home, keep your mouth shut.
What? Hello? Hello? Mr. Chairman? No, sir. No. I'm a night owl. Oh my God. Is he all right? Good. And Eli and Loretta? Uh-huh. That's brilliant, Mr. Chairman. No, I'll call the morning shows and leak the information. They'll eat it up.
At the top of the news, Maryland Congressman Elijah Hawkins is in satisfactory condition at Walter Reed Hospital after an overnight accident in the district.
That's right, Laura. Hawkins reportedly had alcohol in his blood. Also slightly injured was an unidentified woman whom police say is linked to a phone sex operation in Florida.
Linda, Congressman Hawkins, that's Reverend Hawkins, isn't it?
Right you are, Laura. And how this plays into his long-standing campaign to reform congressional ethics is now anyone's guess. Dr. Rockwell, please report to
I'm trying to find Reverend Eli Hawkins.
Let me check for you. Oh, yes, he's right around the corner there.
All right, so y'all get my drift, right? So I know they was in a car, and they had a driver, and they was only passenger. When it happened, you see how he make a phone call, he made a phone call, this that. Eddie Murphy is not nowhere to be seen in there, but only the dude, you know what I mean, the black guy they was beefing with, the Reverend, and they say he was with a woman, again, a prostitute, or somebody, a streetwalker, and it make it look bad. You know, the media link all that, so it just make it look real bad. You know what I mean? So that's how it worked. When, you know what I'm saying? So now when you get back to Monique, you understand what I'm saying? The Monique situation with the Tyler Perry and the Oprahs and the Lee Daniels, them big boys. You know what I mean? They call the shots. So if they tell Kevin Hart or, you know what I'm saying, somebody like Steve Harvey to sit back, do nothing, let them rock, you know, I'm giving you an insight on how things work. That movie came out in '92. This been happening. This is the way the system works. Y'all just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff is corrupt. Y'all just don't get it, man. But look, keep an eye on Tyler Perry, man. Something about this dude stinks. And it's going to come out real soon. And when it come out, I'm going to refer y'all back to this video. And I'm going to jump down on his back. Because I don't rock a buddy like that. Now, I have a new podcast coming out. It's called Chicago, what's the name of it? Chicago Tales. You know what I mean? I've been in Chicago a long time. I did a lot of things in Chicago. I'm just gonna, result back on, on some stories, and like true Hollywood stories. I'm gonna result back on there, tell y'all, about some of the street stars, street legends, some things that I've been in. Yeah, I've been in a lot of stuff, man. It's, it's gonna be decent though, I'm gonna give it a shot. I used to do it a while back, and people ask me why did I stop doing it. So I'm just gonna revisit some, some of the stories. Touchdown, it's just like a fun thing. You ain't doing nothing Sunday night. You turn it on, hit me out. You'll get the drift. Trust me, you'll get the drift. But until then, I want y'all to check out my new podcast that I'm gonna bring it forth to you all. This here's the intro. Look for it sometime by next week. Enjoy. Make sure y'all like this video and subscribe. I need the likes and subscribe. If not subscribe, at least like the video so it can get out there. When y'all like the videos, the views jump, that's how I get paid. You know what I mean? It don't work for me if I ain't making no money. You know what I'm saying? I'm buying bubble gum for a nickel, I'm selling it for a nickel. I gotta make some money. You understand what I'm saying? So, I'm still shadow banned, but by the time I get off shadow ban in about another week or so, I'll already be there. I need y'all to start pushing these videos for me. You know what I mean? Get up with you though. Check out my Chicago Tales.
Good time, what you cooking up?
New guns and shootout. We at your mama house talking like you crazy. We gon' blow you down, nigga wanna talk that shit. We gon' clear out the crowd talking like he gangsta. But he a witness now, nigga, where your blick at? We took it to the town, breaking like a Kit Kat. Are you a pussy now? Nigga think they with that bring on the ass to town, nigga say who is me? Nigga look my name up. I live in the same nigga who would get your head bust. Next day we sliding in the 3, it's a tread truck. Put you in the body bed, nigga tip your ass up. Put you on the internet, now you a camper. Got a bad bitch and make it clout like a dancer. When I get rich, I'm in the club throwing bands up. Bitch, in the club throwing bands up. Bitch, ain't no dumb no bands up.
Good time, what you cooking up? Good time, what you cooking up?